it's Scott from San Marcos Mix. Now that you've seen those cookies we're gonna make, let's show you where I came up with this recipe. So there is a Instagram page, I believe it is Josh and Angela Baking or Baking with Josh and Angela. I will put a link down in the description. But if you know Angela Kinsley from The Office, her and her husband run a baking Instagram page. I used that recipe, and their recipe was a graham cracker, peanut butter graham cracker cookie. And I've made them and they were really good, but I want to try ginger snaps. So we're gonna try a ginger snap peanut butter cookie. Basic ingredients that you would need for any cookie. You need your flour, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla extract, butter, salt, flour, brown sugar, and because they're peanut butter cookies, peanut butter. Let's get started. All right, so one of the first things that you want to do is get your graham crackers, or we're gonna be using ginger snaps. If you're using graham crackers, that's how the recipe was originally done. You do the exact same measurement. So we're looking for 3/4 cup. And what we're wanting to do, whether we're using graham crackers or ginger snaps, is make them basically become flour. We're gonna combine that with the flour. So throw them in a food processor. You could do what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take a rolling pin, put it in a bag. That's probably more than enough. You definitely, before you get going, you wanna get all the air out. Even as the first couple rolls, I'm gonna leave it just a little bit open, but we're just gonna simply roll this out or smash it, however you wanna do it. A rolling pin works really well, but a food presser works just as good. But you just want to roll this out, flip it over every once in a while. Once you're positive you've got all the air out, close it, just kind of roll back and forth, break it all up. And you see pretty quickly it's gonna become flour pretty quick. Make sure you're doing both sides. Got any big pieces, just simply break it up. So I'll finish doing this, and then we'll combine it with the flour. All right, so we got the ginger snaps all crushed up. For this recipe, we need 3/4 of a cup. We're gonna add this to our flour. So this is 1/4, so I've got a 1/4 and a 1/2. Missing just a little bit there, so I'll sprinkle some in. And definitely, if you notice any big pieces like this, you do want to break it up. I must have missed a couple. All right, now we need all your normal baking stuff. So this is baking powder. Need 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon, and salt. Okay, so stick of butter goes in. You're gonna put it either on a hand mixer, stand mixer, and you want to cream the butter. It's about medium high. Let it go for a couple minutes, get it good and creamy, and we'll come back to that. All right, so after it is creamed, make sure you take a spatula, knock down the sides a little bit. And we're gonna add the sugar. So I have 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and 3/4 cup brown sugar. Add that in. And we'll get the mixer back going, get this all creamed up. All right, once that's together, you're gonna add your egg and your vanilla. And combine that. Just kind of put it on just a little bit. Get it all incorporated. All right, next we're gonna add the peanut butter. To measure peanut butter can be difficult. Best answer would be to weigh it. I don't know what the weigh is, but if I can figure out how many ounces, 3/4 inch, 3/4 of a cup, 3/4 of a cup, I'll put it down below. But I have this kind of like a syringe, works really well for this. And then we'll just beat that to combine. All right, it's combined. Let's add the flour and the ginger snap mixture. Of course, you want to go on a low setting here. We're just trying to combine it. Bring it up just a little bit. Stopping every once in a while will bring down the sides, but this will come together pretty quick. And we'll stop it. Knock down the sides, and we'll go just for a couple more seconds. So we're going to now cover this dough and get it in the refrigerator, let the butter firm up. So we're gonna have to wait 1 agonizing hour before we can actually start baking these. So 1 hour, and then we'll pick up after that. Okay, so we have at least waited an hour. I actually let mine go 24 hours. Next, we're gonna take a cookie scoop. Then we're going to form the ball. It does not have to be perfect. The ball, just want to get a good ball. We're gonna roll it in sugar. Set it on the tray. Most trays, you can probably get about 9 per tray. So I'll roll these out and then we'll finish them up. All right, so on a cookie sheet, you wanna make sure you get 9 down, roll them in sugar. But we wanna make that classic crisscross look to a peanut butter cookie. All you do is take a fork, press down one way, go the other way. That is all there is to it. So you just want to press down, do that to each one, and then we're going to put it in the oven, a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes or until they're golden brown. So you can see they expanded just a little bit. I probably could have spaced them a little bit further apart. Before I transfer them to the cooling rack, I do want to sprinkle them with some big flaky salt, kosher salt, sea salt. I'm using kosher. Big flakes. And then we're just going to simply transfer them over. Ooh. Put them on the cooling rack. They're gonna be soft, so try to get all the way under or it will break the cookie. Still gonna taste the same. Won't look. So I don't know know if you can see on these flattened out more. And what that is because the cookie got back to room temperature. When you're going through batches, if you don't do them at the same time, you definitely want to get it back in the refrigerator so they become backable. But they're still going to taste the same. They're just not going to have that look of a peanut butter cookie. So let's get these on the tray. We'll see this time if we can do them without breaking. You know the good thing about when you break a cookie, it just means you get to try it. So, almost a tip. There you have it. Ginger snap, peanut butter cookie. Incredible. And why wouldn't you put it on a bacon plate? Bacon plate makes everything better. But these cookies came out absolutely incredible. Really good. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let me know if you made these. These are absolutely incredible cookies. Thanks for sharing.